breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Boom. After FISA abuse memo drops, Special Counsel Robert Mueller gets bad news. The House Intelligence Committee has finally released the FISA abuse memo. Now, Special Counsel Robert Mueller is getting some very bad news that you don't want to miss. As the details of the FISA abuse memo hit the headlines, American patriots showed their outrage at the new evidence proving once and for all that Robert Mueller's Russia collusion witch hunt is nothing more than an attempt to undermine President Donald Trump and have him removed from office. However, outraged patriots weren't the only ones to take to Twitter. The bad news for Mueller today is that members of Congress are now coming out to question his role in the corruption, and some are talking about his removal. This is a bad day for Mueller, and we could not be happier. According to a tweet sent out by Representative Jeff Duncan, RSC, it's time to look at Mueller's part in the scandal and determine whether or not his services are required any longer. Finally, there needs to be a discussion as to whether the Mueller investigation is truly needed, seeing that the main premise that launched the investigation turned out to not be credible and was both directed and funded by political opponents. #FISA Duncan wrote. I have an answer to Duncan's question. Hell no, Mueller is no longer needed. In fact, he should be relieved of his duty immediately by President Trump and then put under house arrest until his trial begins. Mueller worked with James Comey, Rod Rosenstein, Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, and many other deep state hacks to attempt a coup in our government. Mueller needs to go, now. Twitter user Hoboken in JD also fired off at Mueller in a responding tweet, writing, Mueller better be investigating Clinton and Obama, not Trump. They paid Russian sources for false info to abuse U.S. intelligence services to perpetrate a fraud on the American people and frame a duly elected president. This is absolutely true. This was about perpetrating a crime on the American people, and all of those responsible need to pay the price. Other Twitter users also responded to Representative Jeff Duncan's tweet by launching a barrage of angry messages directed at Mueller. Will Morgan wrote, Mueller's conflicts of interest are staggering. This investigation has crossed the line from witch hunt to participation in a seditious conspiracy to subvert the will of the people. We should demand a special counsel be created to investigate this. Another pissed-off American patriot and Twitter user who goes by the name Levva Arusa said, in the witch hunt this is, an abuse of power by corrupt criminal top FBI officials along with Obama administration and Clinton. Equal justice under the law lock them up. We could not agree more. Mueller's sham investigation must be ended today, and anyone found to have participated in the wrongdoing should be charged. Where in the hell is AG Jeff Sessions? Oh, that's right, still recused. Another user named Sophie said, fruit of the poisonous tree, time to end this charade and stop wasting our time and dollar. They still have not one iota of proof. BC there was never anything to find. This was all a hoax, a coup d'etat for the history books. Sophie is correct. It's time to send Robert Mueller and his team of Trump-hating operatives packing. They have wasted a tremendous amount of taxpayer money with their fraudulent investigation into fake Russian collusion. Mueller hasn't presented one single piece of evidence against President Donald Trump, and he's grasping at straws to stay in the game. Well, now it's game over for him and the corrupt officials within our FBI and Department of Justice. President Trump should now use this opportunity to completely gut the FBI and Department of Justice now that America knows how badly they have both been corrupted by deep state operatives. This corruption within our government needs to be cut out like terminal cancer. Congress needs to do its job and stand behind President Trump to condemn Robert Mueller's appointment by Rod Rosenstein and see them both fired. This evil within our government will prevail if good men do nothing. Now, it's time to drain the swamp.